Bonnie Henry literally is like, we're not going to do anything about anything right now because everyone's struggling, but we're not going to do anything about it. But, like, honestly, just, be kind to everyone. That's the one thing I hate. Be kind, please. She literally sits there and Bonnie Henry's like, just be kind with, what you say to your neighbors and your friends. It's a hard time that we're all going through. And she says it, like, in that cadence. And it's literally just like, diva, do something.
Honestly. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Indistinct Chatter. I am Julian.
Hi, Flops. I'm Aries.
I thought we're not usually rooting to the end of the episode.
We're starting off in a good foot. I forgot dialect.
That's fair. Well, first I just want to say, as you can see, there's something a little bit different.
I got Botox.
I was gonna say your shirt.
Oh.
We can't usually see Botox. Well, I guess maybe they can.
Yeah.
Yeah. But in all serious note, we have some pretty silver. Don't! I just fixed it nicely. So we got a new backdrop. It's sort of makeshift. So
I made it.
Yeah, she made it with her own 2 feet. That's why she said feet in the beginning. Because it was like an omen, like the movie, to the backdrop, like the movie. So the episode that we have today is the reunion episode.
Not the reunion.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Not the reunion, because that's obviously not good enough for Rupauls.
That's hashtag sponsored by World of Wonder, and we're not sponsored by World of Wonder.
But yeah, so we are going to reune. Is that a thing?
I guess.
Yeah,
make it one.
Yeah, it's a thing now. Reune. We're gonna reune the season.
The season, yeah. We're gonna get into all the nooks and the crannies. What our favorite things were this season, our favorite looks, our favorite lip syncs, our favorite moments, our favorite fights. Who was the ugliest? Who was the prettiest? We're gonna let you know. First off, the reunion. I didn't say Ru or Re. I said reunion.
Okay, that's fair. That
so, the reunion episode. What did you think of the queens and their tea, what they did today? I was happy that they did give the top 4 queens like their moment in the episode, but it was more so about like the gone queens.
Yeah.
Especially this season. It was like we're giving all of the queens that were here, like, or not here, but like, yeah, well, here, sorry. Like a moment.
But yeah, I was just saying, like, like everyone kind of got to have a moment, and I'm glad that with the little videos that they did, that it wasn't just the queens who were like the top 4 did like a video. It was like everyone got their own video. So now let's delve in to the actual music videos. Yeah. So did you have a favorite one?
I really do think La La Ree was like iconic. Like, I think she gave enough choreo and enough of herself and enough lip sync. That's one thing I feel like sometimes when you watch some of the videos, you have a lot of dance, and then it cuts and then it's like lip sync. I feel like it was just the right mix of it all. Do you know what I mean? Like, she had like enough dance and enough like serve and enough all of it to like give, you know? Yeah. So I felt my life for that. And I also felt Denali's was really cute. I said earlier the costuming was like a little bit like just underwhelming to me because I just know like what it could be. Do you know what I mean? I know that it could have been like a lot better. The reveal to me also was like, oh, cute. There's a reveal. It was nice. It was great. You know, it was still just amazing. It was amazing. But because obviously I cannot do that on ice.
Bitch, you can.
But I just want to say also Denali's an Aries, and anything she does, I love it. And that is a fact. Kimora Halls was stunning. Yeah. Tamisha Amon, she's coming for you.
For me, obviously not everyone's videos were like great. I loved that Joey J went fucking in sync.
Oh yeah, that was count.
Bitch.
That was actually cute that she took it to a place of like, you know, and like what was his face?
Lance Bass made a little cameo at the end.
Yeah.
Bitch. I really liked Kimora's, like with that whole thing. I just thought like all of the she went off with all of her the cinematography. She had like that one, like the champagne glass with the bubbles coming down. She had like her like hand with like bubbles dripping down, with like her like foot originally going in. All of like that whole video I think was such like a beautiful slow look, and I loved that.
Okay, everyone, so we're gonna get into our favorite like memories and lip syncs of the season, what we thought were like the highlights and the lowlights of everything, and then later we're gonna get into the fashions, what we thought were the best and what we thought were the worst, you know, like why not? It'll be a little party. So what are your favorite moments of the season that were maybe the most dramatic or something that was just memorable?
Moment wise, I think one of my favorites,
or least favorites.
Fair, yeah. I feel like one of my favorite moments, and like this is like maybe like shady, but and like watching it, I did kind of get that like what's it called? Like that, like not third person embarrassment, but like secondhand embarrassment.
I think it's secondhand, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
A third is like God, right?
Well, because I know third. Well, no, yeah, because third person is when you're controlling
so
someone.
You're
third
like hand. It would be like so second hand embarrassment.
Yeah, second hand. Yeah. But like when Utica was doing her roast, and that just the one point where Lonnie laughed out loud. And,
You're the one vomit.
and then she was like,
yeah, there was a part of me that I was like, I felt bad for, but also I was like, did you not? Can you not see it? Do you know what I mean? Like it's literally laid out in front of you. Like so, I was like, bitch, lol.
So that was definitely one of my favorite moments. Just like the whole like Lonnie laughing at her instead of with her.
Yeah, that was literally iconic. And I think also in the same episode when Mick was also like, I thought we were gonna have budget cuts, but I didn't think it was gonna affect the judges panel about Lonnie Love. Yeah. I was like, in the same episode, that's literally like the retrospective, like how to do it and how not to do it, and I was like, that's actually hilarious. I think one of my favorite like things was it's almost like a lip sync, obviously, but I literally was the 100% Pure Love lip sync with Kimora and Denali. That's like one of my favorite moments of the season. Like, because we saw Denali perform with Lala before, and then she was also in the top with Rosé for the like phenomenon part, and like I just felt like we actually saw Denali perform, and I was like, this was insane to me. You know what I mean? I was like, this is like, it was just like, for me, like Kimora also like looked beautiful, and I love her so much just because like everything, like she was on the season for like 3 episodes, but like she was just beautiful the whole, like beautiful the whole time. But this lip sync to me was just like literally like, I think as RuPaul said, like we had so much fun. I literally was like, I had so much fun, period. And like also like, if you haven't seen it, if you're watching this, she released the Chicago Drag Excellence video.
Oh yeah.
And like that's not part of the the season, but it is in a sense, and you get to see Chicago Drag Excellence, and it is so phenomenal. I think both of us, like again one of the moments too was like obviously the fucking fight between Tamisha Iman and Candy. Arrogant little girl. That was honestly, it was like aggressive to watch. You're like,
I know, honestly, like, and like see, like watching it over again. You notice that that like when Candy is like walking away being like, I don't want to deal with this right now, Tamisha gets up and follows her. Yeah. And you're like, Tamisha, where are you going? Yeah. And then also when she was saying too, she's like, if the cameras weren't on, I would have hit her. Yeah. I was like,
and the one thing I want to say, I said to Julian earlier, I was like, people really hated Candy for her attitude, and I was like, I agree, I can get how it's not a likable moment, you know what I mean? But I'm like, Tamisha also has a really like intense energy as well, and I love Tamisha, I love her. If you watch the previous episodes, you could see how much I love that bitch, but like honestly, just like I feel like you should not be giving Candy as much hate over that You know what I mean? In the sense that both of them had a really intense energy. And that's...
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? It's like, give them this... If you're gonna give that person the energy, give the other person the energy. But also, I'm saying that in a sense, like, don't give them hate. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, don't hate them. But, like, yeah, like, I really... That was crazy. And it's still, like, one of those things you watch and you're like, ooh! Yeah. Other than that, I think also one of the ones, too, was, Unexpected. Was Denali's, elimination. Just in general. Like, I have not met someone that was like, Denali should have gone home. Like, that was one of the most controversial episodes, I think. I was one of my favorites, though. Like, I love the makeover challenge, and I think a lot of the makeovers were so fierce. Also, one of the things I want to say is everyone hated Tina Burner's rosé look. And, you know, I get that it's bad, but that's literally Tina Burner's drag. Like, I was like, that's literally her makeup. That's literally her dress. That's her hair. Yeah. I was like, what is there to hate about it?
I know.
Like you know what I mean? I'm like, yes, you know, maybe you don't like Tina Burner's drag, but that was literally it. I'm gonna bring up Denali again. Was her verse in Phenomenon, which is like, I'm icy, spicy, for you I'm too pricey. Like, one of the best opening verses. The ball challenge too, like there was cute moments, but I don't know, I feel like there was some misses, there was some hits, but you know, speaking of the ball challenge, I guess we should get into like looks then.
That's true, yeah.
Why not get into looks and like talk about what our favorite and our least favorite looks were.
So one of your least favorites?
One of my least favorites, not my most least favorite, but one of my least favorite looks was it was Tamisha Amon's, I think, bag ball look. And she wore the, like, it was, like, the silver, like, dress and the mini skirt. Yeah. And it had the, like, high little capulet to here. And she had the, like, I don't know, it just was not my favorite look.
Candy's, like, alien, like, beast
look. Oh,
look.
yeah, Candy's alien beast look was for sure one of the worst looks of the season. Again, Candy's pocket look, too, was also very much not the moment for me. At all. Okay, well, not one, but like a few of Tina Burner's looks. Also, like, I was just over the red, orange, and yellow thing. So a lot of that, I was like, Tina, mama, like, we get it. Like, we're on fire, we're on a McDonald's house, like, it's over, you know? So that was one for me. I was like, hey, we got it.
Some of Olivia's looks. Like her roast look.
Her roast look was so underwhelming.
When she looked like really bad candy corn.
Yeah, that. And also I didn't really like her, I think it was her first runway. With the one I think she did Break My Heart by, is it Hard to Break or Break My Heart? Break My Heart by Dua Lipa. Oh my god, okay, Elliot with 2 T's.
The flamingo?
The flamingo look.
Yeah.
The flamingo look for me was just a complete...
Wait, someone in the reunion was like, what did she look like? No, Lala Ree was like, she looked like,
oh my, like a cockatoo or something.
Yeah,
like a fucking chicken or something.
Yeah, something.
Oh my lord.
And she was like, she's gonna get me for this, but
she's
like...
gonna get me for, literally, and I was like, period, but... Yeah. She didn't, like, there was no flamingo there, and Elliot thinking it was a shoot, that's delusion.
I know.
Oh, Rosé's Pop-Tart look.
The black sandwich.
Yeah, Rosé's black sandwich look. That was, again, not,
No, honey.
No. The worst look was Lala Ree's bag look.
Oh, that's fair, yeah.
Literally.
Yeah,
what was that?
I just didn't bring it up because she's making merch off it now.
What was that? The thing I was going to talk about too is that it's the same episode. Lala literally said in the reunion, she was like, I did that in the same time Utica did her bag look, which I was just about to say was one of the best looks ever constructed in the workroom of RuPaul's Drag Race, which is a fact. Speaking of some of our favorite looks though, like, do you have any that you can think of right now? Or?
Yeah, for me, definitely, it was that look for Utica. Also, like, in like, the bag challenge, was a mix, the Miss Moneybags.
Miss Moneybags. The pinstripe suit with the half pinstripe. One of the best looks of the season. Also, from that as well, was Candy Muse's magic bag look.
That's true.
One of the best looks from the season, too.
Not even look, but, like,
performances. She pulled that, like, 9-foot fucking wooden pipe out. I was like...
Out of the hat?
I literally was like, I don't know how magic works, but I was like, I was like, you just pulled out a stop sign.
I was like, at this point, I am a 7-year-old at a birthday party, and you're the magician, and I am...
Gagged. Oh. My favorite Candy look of all time. The diamonds look.
with the hat.
The hat with the diamonds, the brassiere, and it was like the champagne fur stole, and her skin was just glowing. I don't care if you don't like Candy. If you say you don't like that look, you're actually wrong. I think you're wrong. I was saying to Julian too, the finale looks for me, I think for Julian too, were a little underwhelming, and I have a look literally for each of them that I think would have been the look that I think they should have, if they could have worn, if they didn't have the theme before, that they should have worn for finale. And so I'm going to tell you now. So Candy's was the glitter look with the hat. So the thing is, I understand what she said. She said, I don't wear gowns. I'm not a gown girl. That's not me. It's drag. My drag excellence is not that. So if I wore a gown, it would be wrong. And I see that. You know, I agree. You know, not everything should be a gown. And I agree. For Simone, I honestly think she should have worn her train runway look, which was her do-rag look. Her pastel blue do-rag look. For me, because for me that look is stunning. And if she came around the corner in that, again, drag excellence, Simone, it would have just worked. Rosé, I think this again we know where this is going. This is my favorite look that not my favorite. I want to say it is like probably one of my top 5 favorite looks on RuPaul's Drag Race. Was it wasn't even like a main challenge runway look.
It was like the first.
It was the first, the second episode after, or third episode, whenever they, you know, but it was like Lady and the Vamp. Yeah, it was her Vamp runway. That to me was the best look she wore this season.
100%.
Period, and is the best look I think for me in a lot of the season. So that was like very much the tea with that for me. And Got Mick, honestly, I was actually trying to think for one for Got Mick. And I looked back at a lot of their looks and I was like, oh, like, I wasn't really excited about a lot of them when I looked back.
Fair, yeah.
And I was like, oh, like, I thought you were such a fashion icon. And, like, you know, they are. Yeah. But I was like, just wasn't excited as I was. So I was, like, looking and I was like, what would I put you in? Because their polka dot runway look was, like, not my favorite. But again, I was like, maybe I would just keep them in that. But again, I looked at their first look, which was, remember, the LMAO runway when they wore that wig. And I was like, that for me would have actually been iconic. Fair, yeah. And that, but so that's the one person that I had issues with Got Mick.
Yeah. So on that note, do we have, like, a favorite, look of the entire season?
Well, like, okay, well, like, let's do our own. So, if you had a favorite look of the season, let's start with the worst looks again. Let's start with the worst. Well, I'm on a good note. I'm on a, you know, on a less note.
Okay, wait. So, one thing can we just not do? I feel like let's not say Lala Ree because like that's obviously
okay. So we're not gonna say Lala Ree's bag look. Was the worst look because I feel like that was the worst look ever on Drag Race. Like, ever. So, we're gonna leave that out, and we're just gonna look at the actual
especially because she was saying, she's like, I wasn't finished, and, like, I didn't have enough time to, like, do everything. So, it wasn't even a finished look, and, like, who knows, like, by the end of when it was done...
If you actually watch the episode, she had this whole other moment going that was actually... that was together. Yeah. Like, those bags, there was, like, a whole panel that was connected that looked like a finished garment. So... She just said she changed her look last minute. Yeah. And then she fucked it up because she changed it. So maybe she should have committed. And I think that might have been another issue. If she committed, she might not have been in this situation. But that's all I'm saying.
Lala Ree, do you got commitment issues?
Literally.
Candy's bag look.
Yeah.
Because, like, like, it just looked like one of, like, those, like, children's, like, play, like, jungle gyms. Like, with, like, the ropes.
I feel that.
Yeah, and I just, like, that... As I said, from what I can remember, there might be actually a worse look out there that I just forgot about, but that's the only one coming to mind right now.
You, yeah. I agree. Candy's pockets look was not the one at all. But for me, I am not over this look, and I don't think I will be, is I'll Eat With Two T's flamingo look. Fair, I don't even remember what theme the runway was. Yeah. I hate that look.
I'm sure it was the head faceter.
Oh, maybe it was. Was it the fascinator look?
I think, yeah, because she had, like, the thing on her
head. Yeah, maybe it was. Yeah. But, like, I just was, like, the pant that literally was the loose nude illusion, the arm that was the loose nude illusion. No. So, the wears of the season. So, I think this is a very difficult one.
I know, because there were a lot of really good looks.
And again, I think I said all of my favorite ones already, so like I'm very much like, it's between all of those ones for me, I'm like battling.
Yeah. I think one of my all-time favorites was Utica's sleeping bag look. Just because, like...
She made that.
Yeah, mostly
room.
because she created that, and it looked like that was something she brought.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
But that has to be something that she brought home and was like, bitch, I'm gonna wear this. But at the same time with Utica, maybe she's like, oh, this is just another dress that I wore.
That's what I mean, though. She's probably made a dress that looks exactly like that. You know what I mean? And you know what? That's not a bad thing. It's just, she has the talent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like for me, if I was in that challenge, I know I would be like, you know, I can probably put something together, but I'd probably be gluing shit to shit and like making it happen.
Yeah.
She literally was able to construct a garment that was perfectly fit to her body in every measurement, and like had paneling and pieces. It flared properly. If I had to choose one that was like made in the workroom, it would 100% be that, 100%. And I think brought look, I think for me, my favorite runway of the season, again, I'm kind of like torn, but like I'm going to go with Rosé's vamp look. I was battling because I'm like, I don't think I should choose it because it wasn't even a proper runway look. It's not like, you know, but for me, that look, like the hat, the hair, the makeup, the body, the skirt, everything for me was a hit. But again, like I get my favorite looks, as I said, were my looks that I said for the finale was Candy's Beads runway, Simone's Trains runway, and Rosé's vamp look.
Yeah.
But Mick, I don't know if I have one. I'm gonna be really honest. Like looking back at their catalog of looks. Oh, I lied. Mick, my favorite look for Mick was the pockets runway with the Hercules reference.
Oh,
it was so simple, but it was so good.
But yeah, so that was a pretty great, you know, little recap of like the
a little recap of everyone, and yeah, I'm excited to see what happens next week with the finale.
Honestly,
with Denali, no,
I know. When I said finale, I was like Denali.
This season was so much fun, and I'm so excited to see what happens with the finale. But I honestly hope with COVID it goes away, and we get to see these queens out on the road, like performing and like doing tours. Because honestly, like there's been so many postpones of concerts and events and stuff like that. And honestly, I just want to like be able to go out and enjoy a fucking show and just see things and see people and like, you know, do that whole thing. So you know what? We'll see you next week though.
Yeah, is that kind of it? Like,
that's it. Yeah, that's it.
That was kind of. I feel like that was fast, but I feel like it was long.
Yeah, no, we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Because we are gonna be doing the finale.
Yeah.
And
next week's a final episode.
Yeah, I'm gonna be wearing a tiara, so you better tune in because I ordered it off Jeff Bezos. Like I rented it from him.
Yeah, she was like, "Hey Jeff, can I have a tiara?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "No, you bitch." And he was like, "Oh, okay." And then he's like, "Just kidding, I'll send it as a present in the mail." And he was like, "Okay." And then he sent it as a present in the mail.
Yeah.
1-day delivery.
Yeah, I should send it back though. Yeah, so. So please catch our finale episode of Drag Race Season 13 next Monday. It's going to be super fun, and we're super excited to see who wins. And yeah, I think that's sort of the tea. Also, just, again, don't hate on people.
Yeah.
I think that's unnecessary and negative, you know? You don't have to like someone, you don't have to like something, but that doesn't mean you have to be a bitch. Don't forget to, what? Pointed.
Oh, I was like, yeah. Don't forget to like. I wish I could like reach my hand out there, but comment. Subscribe. Is there a subscribe button?
Yeah, it's over there.
Right here. Oh,
yeah.
Subscribe.
It's also
like, comment, subscribe,
and share.
And share's here too. Yeah.
Comment, like, share, subscribe. All of the above, all over there.
Literally.
Comments there. Like, share, all that. You know. Do the thing. Join us next week for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 13 finale on Indistinct Chatter.
Okay. That's 3rd time's the charm.
I guess so.
Yeah.
We struggle doing that.
Yeah.
But literally, yeah. Catch us on Indistinct Chatter reviewing all that shit we just said.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.